If you are over 60, there is something you need to hear. Something no doctor will say so bluntly. Something too many men learn too late. Death does not begin in your heart. It does not begin in your brain. For most men, it begins in the most unexpected place. It begins in your penis. That's right. When blood stops flowing there. It's not just about losing intimacy. It's a warning. A red flag that your circulation is in danger, that your arteries are narrowing, that your life force is being strangled 1 inch at a time. When erections fade, it is not just about sex, it is about survival, because poor blood flow is the beginning of the end. Think about it. The body speaks in whispers before it screams, and one of the first whispers it sends is the loss of morning erections. No man talks about it, but deep down, you feel it. The days you wake up and realize you are not who you used to be, not just in strength, but in presence, in vitality. The fire dims, you laugh less, you move slower, and yet most men brush it off. Blame it on age, on stress, on anything but the truth, which is this: your circulation is in trouble, and when blood can no longer reach your lower regions, it is not long before it stops reaching your heart, your brain, your legs. But here's the good news. There is one food, one powerful, natural, ancient food that can begin to fix this problem, that can restore circulation, heal blood vessels, bring back energy, and help you reclaim your life. Not with pills, not with gimmicks, but with the wisdom of the elders who lived long, strong, and free. This food is not sold in fancy packaging. It is not advertised with celebrity doctors. It is simple, quiet, honest, and it works. Beets, that's it. The humble beet is the #1 food you need to eat to fix circulation problems after 60. But not the pickled, processed kind in vinegar. You need fresh, raw, or lightly steamed beets, because inside them is a gift, a powerful compound called nitrate. When you eat beets, those nitrates turn into nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide is the gas that signals your blood vessels to relax, to widen, to allow blood to flow easily and fully to every part of your body, including the one part most men are too ashamed to talk about. Let's not pretend. This is not about vanity. This is about feeling alive. Because when blood moves, you move, your heart beats stronger, your brain thinks clearer, your legs carry you farther, and yes, your intimate life returns. Not as a symbol of youth, but as proof of health. Beets don't just support erections. They protect your heart. They nourish your liver, they purify your blood, and most importantly, they remind your body how to feel young again. There are men in their 70s who eat beets daily, who walk without pain, who smile without faking it, who hold their partners not in regret, but in joy, because they chose to eat differently, to live differently. While others fill their plates with sugar and salt, they chose color, chose nature, chose life, and that choice changed everything. Now, maybe you're skeptical. Maybe you've tried other things before, supplements, medications, injections. Maybe you've felt disappointment, felt like your best years are behind you. But here is what those who lived through more wars, more winters, and more wisdom than we ever will would say. You don't heal by rushing. You heal by returning. Returning to the foods the earth gives freely. The foods that don't need labels or commercials. The foods that your great-grandparents would have recognized. Foods like beets. And don't be fooled by how simple it sounds. Nature hides its power in plain sight. A small beet may not look like much, but inside it is a medicine chest for your arteries, a fuel source for your blood, a rebirth for your strength. If you eat one small beet every day, raw, roasted, or in juice, you begin to turn the tide. Your vessels become flexible. Your blood pressure begins to lower. Your circulation improves. Your body wakes up. Think about how long you've lived. The decades of work, of struggle, of responsibility. You carried the world on your shoulders. You built homes, raised families, survived heartbreak. Now, in this final chapter of life, you deserve not just rest, but restoration. You deserve to feel the energy you once had. And it is not gone forever. It's waiting, right under the skin of a beet. And it's not just science, it's also spirit. In many cultures, the beet was seen as a symbol of life, of blood, of renewal. It was served to warriors, to elders, to the sick, to the weary. It was medicine before we even had the word. And now, it's waiting for you, in your market, in your kitchen, in your hand, ready to rebuild what time has broken. No one tells seniors this, but food is not just calories. It is a conversation with your body. And after 60, every conversation matters. Every bite you take either tells your body to heal or to decay. Beets speak healing. They speak youth. They whisper to your blood, flow again, wake up, fight back. If you're thinking, it's too late for me, stop. That's the lie. The lie that kills more men than any disease. The lie that says your story is over. It's not you have time. If you're alive, you have time. And if your blood still moves, even slowly, then you have hope. You are not a statistic. You are a man. And you still have power. Let this be the turning point. Let this be the moment you remember. The moment you chose to feed life instead of fear. The moment you saw food not as a burden, but as a tool. The moment you said, I will not fade, I will rise, one beet at a time. Now, beets work best when your lifestyle supports them. That means drinking enough water, moving your body, sleeping well, laughing when you can, letting go of bitterness. Remember, your blood doesn't just carry oxygen, it carries emotion. And blocked emotions block circulation too. Beets help, but your mindset must help too. You cannot eat beets and live in stress and expect miracles. Your spirit must join the fight. In the villages where men live past 90, beets are eaten regularly. Not because someone told them to, but because they learned through living. That the red of the beet is the red of life. That what grows from the ground heals what grows tired in the body. That food, real food, can do what medicine often cannot. Reconnect the parts of us that time has scattered. So eat beets, not because it's trendy, but because it's true. Because life after 60 should not be lived in fear, but in fire. And fire comes from flow. And flow comes from food. Not processed, not packaged, but picked, peeled, prepared with care. If you've been struggling with circulation, with weakness, with shame, this is your answer. It's not hidden, it's not expensive, it's not complicated. It is red, it is round, it is honest, and it is enough. Let your story not be one of slow decline. Let it be one of sudden return, of surprise, of strength. Let your children, your grandchildren, your community see that even at 70, even at 80. A man can rise, can heal, can lead, not with noise, but with nourishment. You are not too old to change. You are not too broken to begin again. The body is a miracle, and miracles respond to truth, to care, to commitment. Eat the beet, eat it every day. And let it remind you what is possible, what is still inside you, waiting. And when the morning comes, and you feel the blood move again, not just in your chest, but in your manhood, in your feet, in your hands. Know this, you did that. Not a doctor, not a pill. You, with one choice, one food, one moment of courage. Let this not be another forgotten video. Let this be your moment, your movement, your return to flow. Death may start in your penis, but so can life. So eat this, begin here, and never ever give up.